Why should you learn C++? Let me answer this question for you by telling the importance of C++. Hi, this is Sai Samant from skillsgrow.com. C++ is known to be a very powerful language. It allows you to have a lot of controls as to how you use computer resources. It's often used to develop game engines, games, and desktop applications. C++ is a general-purpose programming language. It has genetic programming features. But where has C++ come from? Let us get to know the history of C++. A Danish computer scientist, Bjarne Stroustrup, began work on C with classes in 1979. Initially, Stroustrup's C with classes added the features to the C compiler including classes, derived classes, strong typing, inlining, and default arguments. Finally, in 1983, C with classes was renamed to C++ after adding some more features to it. There are many features C++ is capable of. Let me explain them one by one. Beginner friendliness. Since C++ is rather lower level, this is huge and you will have to handle complex things such as memory management and more. Scalability. C++ great strength is how scalable it could be. So applications that are very resource intensive are usually built with C++. Fast. Java is gaining ground in terms of speed, but depending on developer, C++ can still be faster than Java. Let us know the applications of C++. C++ is widely used in software industry and remains one of the most popular language ever created. Its applications include system software, application software, device driver, high-performance server, and client applications. Software such as Adobe, Chrome, Amazon, and PayPal were written in C++. And what are the career options that are available? If you want to develop mainstream games, the most chances are you would need to use C++. And furthermore, large companies such as Facebook also might need C++ developers to help optimize their applications, work on their products. And finally, what makes C++ such a widely used language? Let us listen to this from the words of creator himself.
Yeah, I say if I have to characterize C++'s strength, it comes from the ability to have abstractions and have them so efficient that you can afford it in infrastructure, and you can access hardware directly, as you often have to do with operating systems, with real-time control, little things like cell phones. And so the combination gives something that is good for infrastructure in general. Another aspect that's necessary for infrastructure is stability. When you build an infrastructure, it could be sort of the lowest level of IBM mainframes, talking to the hardware for the higher level of software, which is a place they use C++, or a fuel injector for a large marine diesel engine, or a browser. It has to be stable for a decade or so, because you can't afford to fiddle with the stuff all the time. You can't afford to rewrite it. I mean, taking one of those ships into harbor costs a lot of money. And so you need a language that's not just good at what it's doing. You have to be able to rely on it being available for decades on a variety of different hardwares, and to be used by programmers over a decade or two at least. C++ is now about 3 decades old. And if that's not the case, you have to rewrite your code all the time. And that happens primarily with experimental languages and with proprietary commercial languages that change to meet fads. C++'s problem is the complexity, partly because we haven't been able to clean it up. There's still code written in the 80s that are running, and people don't like their running codes to break. it could cost them millions or more.
Thank you for watching the video and stay tuned for more content from us.